Well,
Little play action. Prescott wide open. Catch is made. Amari Cooper stacking up his 15th straight season as the Giants Week 1 started. That ties a record previously held by John Elway and Dan Marino. He joins that group. There's more to that story. Here's one dropped off for Barkley. And he fumbled it. Recovered by, it looked like Eli Penny, the fullback. And it was Penny. As Saquon Barkley, who didn't fumble all of last year on his first touch.
what's happening, everybody?
Knocked out by Xavier Woods.
Yeah, on the very first play from scrimmage for the Giants offensively, pretty crazy. He's been so good protecting the football, but Xavier Woods.
Pass is caught. That's Cobb. And the new Cowboys got a first down. Long-time Packer.
Well, hello, friends. Let me,
Over the middle, pass is caught.
sorry, I'm doing a little bit of work here. You guys are my test bunnies here, so to speak. And
Got a couple hits on Prescott.
They fake it to Pollard. Pass is floated. Touchdown, Jarwin.
yeah, kind of. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And, of course, you can hear the dog, so that must mean Michael Anthony Fitness is here. And let me get open for business here and let me wake up the football gods here at this moment. What I'm actually doing is, you guys are my test puppies, okay? Live stream, which is what I have for my Mevo cameras, has a new camera that I'm actually in beta testing for. So it looks a little bit different. I've been using it for my morning videos and everything else. And it's a little different because it's not the fisheye. So it's actually a wide view. And they're still working out the coloring, the kinks, and everything else. So I'm doing a test on it to see how well it's doing. Well, Adrian, you know what? A lot of people say that I'm so annoying and I need to change too. But see, I'm a creature of habit. I'm a creature of habit. And one of the great fans out there ended up making that for me. So, just wait a minute before you go ahead and come through. Sorry you don't like it. But, like I said, I'm old. And did I pass the test? Are you talking about, which test are you talking about? Are we talking about the eye test? So what I'm trying to do is we actually have multiple cameras. And now I'm using the Mevo cameras. I have 3 of them now. So this is actually a little test using this Mevo over here now. And I want to see how well the picture looks and how the lighting is. So we're going from one Mevo to another one. You got to do this stuff in real live views and stuff to really get a feel for it. So let's try this out. Let's see some of the highlights of the 2019 season and see how it looks. That's a great intro. I've learned that no matter what you do, there's always going to be some people that don't like what you're doing. So you just do what you feel that you enjoy doing. You hope that people like it, but if they don't, well, you can't satisfy everybody. Now, and believe me, I try very hard, but I can be on either side of the equation, like say Tony Romo's side, and I'm gonna get people that hate me. I mean, on Dak Prescott's side, people gonna hate me. So it's just like, just be you. People can either like you for the person you are, or not at all. So how is that? Does that picture look pretty good there? Does that look better than usual? I know I've got some ghosts from the monitors and stuff that are reflecting on it. Mark, you have good editing skills, especially if, is that what you want to say? I love how people forget about that. come on. Listen, and not to take a swipe at Carson Wentz, because see here, check it out. See, now I'm using a different camera over there, like that, right? Um, Not that I am trying to uh, just make fun of Carson Wentz. Actually, I am trying to make fun of Carson Wentz, but I do that to let you know that you know what, guys. Every quarterback has bad games. Seriously, everybody has. Everybody, the way some of the fans are with Dak Prescott, you think that if every pass isn't right here in this little 6x6 block, then you are off. You had a bad game. You suck. And that everybody, if it's on that side, would you like to look that way? So I'm trying to say, I look at the camera when you talk. Well, what? I didn't get that. Wait a minute. If it's on that side, you would look that way. So what I'm trying to say is look at the camera when you're talking. Okay. Yeah, but see, okay. Here's the thing. Because we do have multiple cameras here, okay? I have the camera that's right here, okay? And so that's great if I'm going to go ahead and use, say, this
Is
one.
actually real from both the San Francisco and
multiple
New England
screens.
side. The Niners would have to send Jimmy Garoppolo back to the Patriots, which the report says Bill Belichick would like. That part doesn't necessarily surprise me, but Shannon, can you see this happening for real?
No, Skip, like I said,
Skip,
we've been going back and forth
Skip.
since you and I came to the realization that Tom Brady, I'm a little bit sooner than you, but
Tom Brady's
I think
going back
I
to-
even
to-
convinced
to
you
the-
that Tom Brady is not coming back. What I can't get people to help me understand, you gave Tom Brady $8 million on top of his $15 million salary to make it $23 million. Why didn't you just extend him 2 years? If you thought he could lead you to where you wanted to go,
years.
he has shown no signs of play.
Okay, so what actually I use is, and this is kind of cool because this is a first. You guys are a first. You are my test bunnies. Okay, I've been using two Mevo cameras. Okay, which are they're about a cylinder about so tall, about 10 inches tall with the extended battery, and they're great. I've had them for about 2 years or so, and I would use a couple of just like regular webcams like this. Now the webcams are okay, but they're not as clear as what these Mevos are. Well, Mevo actually has a new one, the Mevo Start, which won't actually start shipping until the end of April. And I begged and pleaded. I said, look, man, I'm going to be going to the draft. Okay, I'm going to do an unboxing for you guys. I'm going to go through and use it at the draft, do all kinds of stuff and everything else. And I will be your lab rat because I literally use two Mevos as it is. So, talk to them. Boom, they sent me one. I got it the next day. And they just now enabled it with the new software for it where I can use it in my studio here. So that way I actually have three cameras. So the cool thing is if I want to go ahead and go from me talking here where I've got actually a red light that says this camera's on, I can now go like this to now this camera. And if I want to zoom up on myself like that, I can do that. Now they're still working with the color and everything else and testing it and things, but I wanted to be able to go through and use it. And so I'm trying to do this before my Friday night show. Dak can't beat winning team. Adrian Garza. You know what, Adrian, okay? Let me go ahead and say this much. Going into this past season, he was 11-11 against teams with winning records. I believe he was fourth in the grand scheme of things. Now, this past year wasn't great. I give you that. This year was not great. But I can't look and say that it was Dak Prescott's fault on all those games that we lost. Now, I'm going to be here defending my quarterback. And if you don't like the way I defend it and everything else, feel free. There are plenty of places you can go that hate Dak, but this is not one of them. But I'm going to look, ooh.
Rob Collins, thank you very much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Super Bowl, here we come. I'm not quite there yet.
You can't honestly look. I tell you what. If you put that offense we had in New England this year, they won the Super Bowl. It wasn't Tom Brady having a great season. In fact, Tom Brady had, by his standards, a poor season. But guess what? They got 3 extra times with the ball because of their special teams, blocking punts. If you don't think a block punt is a game changer, you are sadly mistaken. Instead of us, having like good field position, we get the ball. I'll give you a great example. First 3 drives from the Rams, against the Rams, first 3. We get the ball on the 12-yard line. We get basically we got the ball to midfield. We had to punt. Second drive, we get the ball on the 10-yard line. Drive 90 yards for a touchdown. Third time we get the ball on the 3-yard line and drive 97 yards for a touchdown. That's what our special teams gave us. You know what the special teams gave New England when we played them? A block punt, giving them the ball on the 27-yard line. If you don't think that makes a difference, having to go 97 yards versus, say, 27, then you're an idiot. I don't mean to tell you you're an idiot, but you're an idiot. Okay? Now, defense. Just like our offense feasted on bad teams, our defense did the same thing. If you honestly think, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Hold on. Look, I was looking at this, and it made me sick. I literally wanted to throw up on myself. I want you to I am so sick and tired of this crap of, Dak Prescott. We lost because Dak Prescott. We lost as a damn team. We lost as a damn team. Flat out. I pointed out when we had the game against Buffalo in 2007 with Tony Romo. Tony Romo was great and everything else. He had 6 turnovers. 6, but our special teams made a play. Our defense got takeaways. They ended up keeping the other team from scoring points, even though our quarterback threw 2 interceptions. That was a team win when your quarterback turned the ball over 6 times. Yet you got, Tony Romo, he's a great quarterback and everything else. Dak, he sucks. We ain't getting that kind of stuff from our team. So let's take a look at this.
Rob Collins, thank you very much for that super chat.
I want you to look.
I want you to take a look at this play right here. Okay? This is what our defense did. Mitch Trubisky, the biscuit, looking like Michael Vick. Okay? I want you to take note, because here, this play right here just tells you so much. Because see, when we used to run last year, play action, you know what it did to other teams? It froze them. It made them think that Zeke Elliott was getting the football. Uh-oh. I lost my camera. Hold it. Wait. Let me flip the cameras. We're using a new camera, and it just lost it for a second. Hold it. Let me pull it back. Hold up. So this is why you practice. This is why you lift all those weights, as Bill Parcells would say. Let's see if we got it. So, let's see if it comes back up. Says connected. Says connected. Okay. All right, so that camera is back. But anyway, let me talk over here on this one. Here's what's going to happen in this play. They're going to play action, which meaning, and what I was saying about play action, when you run play action, it freezes people. It makes them think the ball's going someplace else. Too many times the Dallas Cowboys decided, we're just going to bludgeon the ball. We're going to just run up the middle and everything else. We're just going to put man on man, and we're just going to beat them that way. Well, guess what? That's your father's old school football. Even Tom Landry understood that you need to do something different. So here's what they did. They're showing, of course, in a passing formation, shotgun. Innovation, by the way, by Tom Landry. They're going to fake the ball to the running back. And what you're going to see is, you're going to see D-Law crash. He crashes hard in there. He takes the play action. And that's going to leave a lane. And then you're going to see a kick out here on the quarterback. And then you're going to see a woozy with about the worst damn angle ever. Let's look at this. Okay, see D-Law crashing. He took the fake. The quarterback still got the football. The quarterback still has the football. He's literally run by. You see this lane opening up? You see this? Do you see this lane opening up? Let it go some more. Boom. Quarterback gets kicked out. Bam. Look at my man. Back to the play. Getting pushed downfield. This is a line of scrimmage. He's not holding it up. Why? Because he's a light ass.
He keeps
Mitch Trubisky through there, looking like a running back. Oh my God.
again.
And look at Awuzie breaking down, stops, and Trubisky cuts inside of him.
One-on-one.
Look at that. Oh, missed tackle. Missed tackle. Missed tackle.
Tackle missed. Touchdown, Trubisky.
That wasn't Michael Vick. That was Mitch Trubisky, who's slower than a turtle. Now, you can blame Dak Prescott as much as you want, but it's a team effort, okay? A team effort. And it's so funny that everybody is always, well, you lost to Carson Wentz. You couldn't beat winning teams. You know what? You know who couldn't beat winning teams? Last year, take a look at Carson Wentz, the guy everybody's all on his job. Carson Wentz, greatest thing since, the whatever. Sheila Brazil, thank you for becoming a member. I think you already were a member because I think I remember packaging up and sending the address for your shot glass. But here's the thing. Carson Wentz the year before, you know his ass was 5-6, right? And couldn't beat anybody with a winning record. He got one victory with a winning record. And that was the Colts. At the time, they were 1-3. They didn't start winning until after that game. So don't give me this crap that, he couldn't beat anybody. You know what? That team couldn't beat anybody. If you want to say people are crap, how about we say this? Tony Romo went 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 3 years in a row. And each year we had a win or go home game, and guess what? We went home every year. Yet that guy got paid. Tony Romo made over $127 million from the Dallas Cowboys and got 2 playoff wins. 2 playoff wins, okay? 2 for $127 million. Carson Wentz's deal, actually, you know that guy will make $159 million for Carson Wentz. A guy who twice has had Nick Foles come through and save his ass because they wouldn't make the playoffs the year before when he was 5-6 and losing. It was Nick Foles that came in and won 3 games, got in the playoffs. It was Carson Wentz who bumped his head and had to go to bed in the first quarter of the playoffs, and they patted his ass on the back. Oh, man, he's so brave for not going out there with a hurt head. He's so brave. Carson Wentz, we love you. We love you. And it's you guys out there talk about how great Carson freaking Wentz is, and deny the fact that he can't stay healthy and on the field, and that he's not a freaking turnover machine. Rob Collins, thank you very much. Oh,
Sorry.
Rob Collins, thank you very much for that.
But you know what? Damn. Okay, well, you know what? They didn't want to pay the running back either. Didn't want to pay the defensive end either. Did they? It's the Cowboys way. Because you know what? We all talking. We all going through and doing all this stuff. And you know what? I'm happy that you guys are happy with Carson Wentz. He's not a bad quarterback. But he's a damn fumbling turnover machine who can't take a hit. He is Glass freaking Joe. Okay? Glass freaking Joe. I'm okay with that. Because you know what? All we got to do is make sure that he gets the playoffs. He won't make it for very long. Oh, by the way, are you guys going to try and re-sign Nick Foles? Jack's trying to trade him. You might want to. You may want to try and get that guy. So let me try this again with the other camera. This is just a test run, and now I'm back here. Hi there. What I'm noticing on this is, because of all the dark colors and everything else, you should be mad at the Cowboys organization not once. Well, here's the thing. Personally, I actually hate the fact that they did that to Dak. Mark needs someone to just read the. E2, I've been trying to employ you, man. I've been trying to say I need somebody to. You see all this equipment, E2? E2. E2. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 computers right there. Four computers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. 5 cameras. 5 freaking cameras. 1 mixing board. And then there's 1, 2, 3 different cell phones here. And you know what's running all of it? One freaking idiot. And on top of all that, I got to try and read all the comments. Remember, our buddy Joseph Heatherly, thoughts and prayers to Joseph because I haven't seen him for a while. I'm hoping everything's okay. I got to give him a call and make sure he's okay. He was like, hey, you need to get somebody to help a brother out. And that's where I was like, E2, you want to help trying to run this stuff so that way I can just sit here and look pretty? Because you can see I'm falling down on that job, right? I'm falling down the being pretty part. So I don't have time to do makeup and get myself pretty. And it ain't easy to try and run all this and try and chase all these damn trolls. The damn trolls out here. Oh, these damn trolls. Thank God I got Tiara there because Tiara takes care of business with some of these people. It's so funny because somebody told Tiara to, shut up and get back in the kitchen, and she lit his ass up. She lit it up. So I was like, yeah, you don't want to mess with it. So I just was not coming in here for doing like a long stream or anything else. I was actually coming through because I wanted to try the other camera and see how it's actually working. And I think I'm gonna actually have to use a little bit more lighting, because it's nice and well lit up here, but it's kind of dark down the bottom here. So, and I think a lot of it is because all the wood. We got a lot of wood up in here, and it's what's up, Tony? Q, what's up? Miss Anita, how you doing? Jet D, man, you ain't doing my makeup. Actually, if I just comb my hair, I think it would be an improvement. And actually, it may not be the best of things to have these high def cameras because not everybody's meant for high def. Some people are better like with the old cameras. So here we are. We got our clock going again. We have 8 days, 18 hours, 38 minutes, and 10 seconds before the end of tagging period. And from then, 4 days after that is the beginning of legal tampering, which is on the 16th. And then on the 18th, the beginning of Happy New Year for the NFL New Year. And in the meantime, we're still waiting for the NFLPA to figure out if they're going to do sign this agreement or not. And it's definitely affecting everybody as far as these big contracts and things going. What teams are doing right now is, of course, they are jettisoning contracts. So Packers, they've released Jimmy Graham. And I know people are saying, man, Jimmy Graham, get that guy. But I got to tell you that Jimmy Graham has not been really good since he left New Orleans. He left New Orleans, went to Seattle, didn't really do that great there. Went to Green Bay. He wasn't all that was advertised. And it's one of those things that, like nostalgia, you remember how good he was with New Orleans so many years ago, but he's not quite there anymore. He's aging. We keep seeing Des Bryant on a daily basis, and, it's almost like we're being sold too much. You know what? I don't need to see you working out. I need to see what you like against players on the field. When you got the pads on, can you go ahead and stay upright? Can you stay off social media and stop throwing people under the bus? That's what I want to see, because I keep in my mind thinking about, Des Bryant, 2011, 2012, 2013, out muscling people, jumping over people, give me the damn ball. But I didn't see that guy in 2015, 2016, 2017. Or 2017 was the last time. I just didn't see it. He was exactly. He was a monster. But so was Roger Staubach. But he's not anymore. So was Jimmy Graham, but he's not anymore. I'm just not sure. If you go ahead and re-sign Robert Quinn, Randall Cobb, you got Michael Gallup, and you sign Amari Cooper, that means that Dez is your fourth wide receiver. And typically, your fourth wide receiver is a special teams guy as well as a wide receiver. We need some special team standouts. So are you telling me that we're going to play Dez Bryant as a special teams guy? Or is that what we're going to do? Because as much as you want everyone to say that, well, Dak sucks, even though he had numbers that were as good as Tony Romo's best year, you'll say that those are empty stats. Those don't count. It's like, oh, here we go. If your defense could have done a little bit more, if your special teams could have done a little more, if your kicker could have made a few more kicks, I can guarantee we would have won 2 more games and been in the playoffs. I can guarantee that. And this is where we have to look at this and say, as much as we want to keep, your Byron Jones and things, you have to strategically figure out the guys you want to have on your field that are going to make the most impact. Sometimes you can have too many superstars and not enough of the everyday guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we are right now. Excuse me. Got this respiratory. I got mold when I was down in Florida. Finally figured out what's going on. We were down in Florida. We had rented a house, Airbnb, and it had a roof leak in the bedroom we were in, and it smelled real damp and moldy and stuff. And so I actually got like mold spores in me. It kind of screwed some things up, and that's where my heart rate's been like racing and everything else, and the headaches and stuff. So I'm on some antibiotics for that, and I can still kind of feel it in my chest and stuff. It's part of the reason why I've been home a lot for the last couple of days. So excuse me. Dak is a poor man version of Donovan McNabb. Really? Poor man's. Well, I tell you what, he's definitely poor. I'll give you that.
And we're not even having this discussion.
Okay.
We'll see when the careers are over with.
That's their
where
fault.
He stands as
right?
far as that goes.
Because Cole
But
Bella,
for a guy who's only been in the league for 4 years and has 40 wins, that's actually pretty good. He's actually got quite a few records out there, even though a lot of you guys want to deny the things that he's done on the field. But it's okay. It's okay. In the end, I don't think it will ever matter what anybody does, that some of you guys are just assholes and will never, ever be satisfied. You can go through and you can say, oh, well, Carson Wentz, he's a great quarterback. But is he? Is he? What, 48 fumbles? 48 fumbles in 4 years? How many games has he missed? He's had some good games. I'll give you that. But you still can't say that he's a Hall of Famer. I hear everybody, oh, he was an MVP candidate for those 13 games. But those other games, 13 games makes a career? Is that it? Really? I don't see a statue of him out in front of the link. But hey, I'm okay with that. You guys can live in fantasy land. I know some of you guys will say that Daniel Jones, he's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Okay, all right. You guys can believe what you want to believe, and I'll believe what I want to believe. So, do you guys like this new effect with the cameras? Yes, is it a winner? Is it a not? Get the fake Cowboy fans out. Virgil, I actually addressed yours today too. I've got a whole box full of them that I was working on today while I was here. I know I got Sheila because Sheila just joined because I saw hers. And Virgil, I got you today too. There's like 30 or so that are on there. Yeah, you know what? Hey, big pain. Big pain. Big. You know, big pain. Hold on. Big pain. Big pain. Big pain in my rear end. You got us this year. The second game, you got us. I will give you that. You won. You made the playoffs. In which case, this year, you got a little tougher schedule coming up. You've got actually a later round draft pick. But you did. You beat us that game. And that happens in football. There is no quarterback out there that was, no team except for the 73 Miami Dolphins that was perfect every game. Only one. And that's going to happen because you seem to have a short memory when it comes to football. The last time I checked, correct me if I'm wrong, I think your guy, walk it to him Wentz, I believe he's only 3-5 against Dak Prescott. Is that, am I wrong on that? Am I wrong on that? And I do remember, if I'm not correct, that this was the first signed Marcus Mariota to replace Dak Prescott? Really? What has Marcus Mariota... Hold on. See, this is the thing that kills me here. Okay. We keep trying to say, let's sign Derek Carr because he'll be less money. Okay. But do you think you're going to get the same results out of him? You think that Derek Carr is going to be as good as Dak Prescott with the system? He already worked with Amari Cooper, and he stunk the place up. So there's that. Anyway, I just wanted to come in here, do a little test run, and make sure that it does not get old. You're right. It does not get old. Just want to do a little test run here and check out the system and make sure that we're good to go and just kind of say hi. No, Dak did not get his money yet. He's going to. You know how the Cowboys roll. They always take the time when it comes time to pay him. Since we drafted Wentz, my team has won a Super Bowl, and my team has been in the playoffs 3 years. If it's not Wentz versus Dak, it's the Eagles versus the Cowboys, and that's the way you see it. Okay, Big Pain. Then how come everybody's saying Dak couldn't beat him? I'm glad that you're saying that it's the team, because I look at it and say that it definitely was your team that won the Super Bowl, because it was not Carson Wentz. He was not playing in that Super Bowl. How's it going, Mike J? But anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say about that. So we're just going to keep this little... Dak's got a big head. What? The reality is, if you pay Fitzmagic, you're still going to be paying him $7-8 million a year, minimum, to be a backup. So you want to take that as opposed to having, say, a defensive lineman that might be able to stop the run? I look at it and say, if we don't have Dak, we're not going to win. So let's keep him upright and have a good offensive line and get a defense that can do some things. So anyway, guys, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. I am going to turn out the lights because this party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.